Hello everyone, and a warm welcome to today's episode of Expert Insights by Valio. I'm Dr. Kevin Deegan, Chief Innovation Officer here at Valio. I'm very pleased to be your host for today. In this episode, we'll be exploring the question, why and in what ways do phospholipids play an important role in infant nutrition? Joining me here in the studio today are my colleagues Dr. Anu Turpeinen, who works as a nutrition research manager in our Valio R&D department, and our Head of Customer Development, Dennis van der Veer. Welcome, and so glad you could join us, Anu and Dennis.
Thanks for inviting us.
Happy to be here.
Before we dive into the hows and whys of phospholipids in infant nutrition, let's quickly review the potential benefits of phospholipids in milk fat. As you might know, phospholipids are a naturally occurring component in cow's milk fat. They're thought to play a potential role in the cognitive development of infants. Anu, your research specializes in the health effects of lipids, proteins, and other bioactive components in milk. With this expertise, could you please explain some of the science behind phospholipids?
Of course, Kevin, I'd be happy to. So phospholipids are key components of all cell membranes, and they play a significant role both in membrane structure and functionality. Dietary phospholipids are absorbed efficiently in humans, and they participate, for example, in regulating the passage of molecules in and out of the cells, cell interactions and signaling, as well as in many metabolic functions. Phospholipids also cross the blood-brain barrier and are involved not only in brain development and cognitive functions, but also in immune responses and intestinal health.
How recent is this knowledge about phospholipids and the key role that they play in human health, or more specifically in infant health?
Well, the importance of phospholipids in health has been known since the early 1900s, but research has widened our understanding on their many functions and physiological effects. There's ample evidence showing the benefits of phospholipids for all ages, and especially in infancy and early childhood.
So, Anu, to continue, would you mind telling us more about how phospholipids are changing the approach to supporting infant nutrition?
Sure. So our aim continues to be to narrow the gap between the composition of infant formula and breast milk, and in health outcomes between formula-fed and breastfed infants. And because fat is such an important component of breast milk and infant formulas, there's been discussion in the scientific field on what fats should be included in infant formulas. Knowing the importance of phospholipids for our health, the first aim is to provide an adequate phospholipid content for infant formulas. In other words, resembling that which is found in breast milk. But there are different types of phospholipids, and also the composition of phospholipids is important. The phospholipid composition of cow's milk is close to that of human milk, as we can see here in the bar chart. The main difference is a higher sphingomyelin content in human milk. And similarly to human milk, the phospholipids in cow's milk are mainly found in the milk fat globule membrane, or MFGM. That's the layer covering fat globules in milk, which is shown in red in the figure. MFGM is a lipid trilayer consisting mostly of different phospholipids, but it contains also a variety of other bioactive lipids, for example, sphingolipids, glycolipids, gangliosides, and cholesterol. All of these are important for the development of infants' brains and nervous systems. At the same time, they aid in intestinal maturation and immune defense. So to put it simply, when we use MFGM as the source of phospholipids, we also obtain other important lipids.
I see. To sum up this deep dive into the research, what do we know today about the role of the milk fat globule membrane in infant formula? Or more precisely, what are the benefits that make it similar to the MFGM that occurs naturally in human milk?
Well, studies in recent years have shown that MFGM supplemented infant formula has multiple benefits. These include enhanced cognitive development, which is similar to that of breastfed infants, also enhanced immunity and resistance to infections. There are also beneficial changes in gut microbiota and metabolic effects, for example, bringing plasma lipid levels closer to those found in breastfed infants.
Fascinating stuff. Thanks for that, Anu. Now, if we could move the focus to your area of expertise, Dennis, how are we able to help businesses turn this insight into successful and innovative products?
Well, Kevin, what's clear is that the unique nutritional requirements of infants, plus the importance of maintaining the highest possible quality standards, make the infant nutrition business truly a challenging one for producers, manufacturers, and brand holders. The good news is that businesses can use Valio's know-how to their advantage. At Valio, we as a company have over 70 years of domestic brand experience in infant nutrition and science-driven innovation. This means we can support our customers in everything they need for a successful market entry. Basically, everything from new product development and recipes to legal requirements and patents. We actively help our customers expand their product portfolios without having to invest in new production lines or product development. And this is also where the capabilities of Valio's state-of-the-art plant in Lapinlahti best come into play. In Lapinlahti, just north of Kuopio, here in Finland, we have put exceptional quality standards in place to guarantee the safest possible early-in-life nutrition products and infant-grade ingredients. In this way, we are able to use a core area of our offerings and expertise to provide our B2B customers with all the ingredients and know-how they need to develop their infant nutrition business. In addition to our deep experience in infant nutrition R&D, we actively support our customers in developing infant formula recipes and processes. We offer base powders and basic blends to completed formulas. MFGM and naturally occurring phospholipids from milk fat are the key ingredients that can be included in our offering, allowing you to take advantage of this market opportunity. With Valio, you can choose between fully customized solutions and our own high-quality recipes. We supply both tailored formulas and standard recipes according to the EU and Codex regulations. We also provide complete infant formula powders and ready-to-feed liquids packages for consumer use, bag-in-box or tin for powders and tetra. We can even assist our customers with expert guidance on legal requirements and patents.
Sounds impressive. So, to wrap up this short episode, Anu or Dennis, I'd like to ask either of you a final question. What would you forecast when it comes to the insight on phospholipids and their role in infant nutrition? In other words, how do you see this area of knowledge developing in the coming years?
I could take this one, Dennis. So I expect research evidence on the need for individual phospholipids during infancy to increase. So if the needs of specific phospholipids change during infancy, this would mean that we should adjust concentrations in infant formulas accordingly. Another thing is that novel fat compounds might still be discovered in milk fat. So it's possible that we don't even know all the physiological effects and potential health benefits of milk fat yet. To me, milk fat is like a treasure chest of bioactive compounds.
So there we have it. Are you interested in uncovering new business opportunities? To learn how Valio can help you bring high-quality infant nutrition products to your markets, be sure to get in touch with our experts. Contact our experts today at valio.com/infant. We'd be glad to discuss your needs and ideas in more detail. On behalf of Valio and our 4,000 skilled professionals working worldwide, I'd like to thank you for joining us on today's installment of Expert Insights. And be sure to catch our other episodes in this series. Bye for now.